Hello everybody, welcome to the video. I'm going to talk about Adepticon. We're about to get to some massive radioactive levels of salt. I hope you got your martini ready. We're going to make sure everybody drinks well tonight. So we're going to start with They've Got No Ideas and Fuck You Grey Knights. That's literally where we are. We're doing Armageddon, not Electric Boogaloo, but a party mix Armageddon. It's gotten to be the point where the old folks home has gotten the song and it's been beaten to death, but hey, Armageddon, am I right? Just ignore the fact that all of your models are old and that if they redid them would have less options and be worse, but we're going to put them right next to all the new ones. And Grey Knights, Grey Knight players, I feel for you. I love the Grey Knights. They're one of the things I remember when they came out, and it's like, oh, it's really, really cool. Games Workshop hates you on a personal level at this point, I'm convinced. They give you a sprue to update the baby carrier. Yay! Wow, guys, you're doing the Lord's work. Go to hell. And we get Spearhead is resurrected for Shyish, which I don't know if that's how you say it. War match play uproots to bleh. Whatever. What is it? Well, it is effect some terrain, which is okay, and utter garbage I don't care about. And then repackaging a number of, is it Warhammer Underworlds? I don't remember. A bunch of those teams with a couple other are like a cheapy unit from another box. It's called clearing the warehouse out of these kits that, they just want to get them out. I mean, it's not a bad thing if you're trying to get those and you think this would be an attractive option to maybe start a new army, whatever. Nothing against people who are excited for this, but it comes down to it. It's just them repackaging something they want to get out of there. And like these units, they're like, it's done. Get them out of here now, boy. Blah, blah, blah. Moving on. Then we got a release that felt more like an Age of Sigmar release than an Old World release. I'm not shitting on Cafe, which is the exact way I'm going to continuously say it, but it's such a odd one to me because they don't feel like they work in the aesthetics of the old world fantasy and all that. They just feel very Age of Sigmar, and I bet they're going to be in a bigger scale to boot. They're going to be taller. They're going to have more of this Sigmar. You know what? They look like they would team up really well with Cities of Sigmar from how the designs are. That's where I think the problem is that I look at them and go, they really have that kind of Cities of Sigmar, Age of Sigmar look to them. And I don't mind the giant too much. It's fine. I like the terracotta look better though. We got the cover. This is very Age of Sigmar. Nothing that I hate, just that'd be probably fun to paint, but again, it's very Sigmar-y. So let's move on. Are you ready to defend or defile? Ooh, so good, yeah. Games Workshop dipshits. So we're basically getting maybe some units from the first or second refresh for Wood Elves, and a couple units from Age of Sigmar. Not like whole, but I don't remember. I don't play Beastmen, so I'm sorry to the Age of Sigmar Beastmen players. I really am. It sucks when Games Workshop goes, sell model range to two different groups where they could potentially play two games with it. We can't have that. So we're just going to jump through here. I previewed through it earlier, and I was just like, oh, okay. Well, that's not bad. I remember a guy who played had a large bull army. We got the monsters. Oh gosh, these are definitely resin things. Yay. I remember him too. And then we got Metal. This is the one I remember the most. I remember seeing him in a number of different advertisements. We got these guys. I'm going to go over here and look at that guy. We'll go back to this one. And we've got the Chariot, blah, 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 Wood Elves. Let's just get down here. I kind of like these guys on the Elk. I don't know why. But overall, I mean, it's a good line, but I do feel like they're going to clash a tiny bit. Probably not as much as some with Cafe when it comes to design, but that's just me. Then we got Man on Eagle, Man on Not Eagle, Guys on Nothing Eagle, and Hornman. Again, not a player of Wood Elves and or Beastmen, and the air conditioning kicks on. I noticed that the Int is a bit of an older version. I wonder why. You can put your comments in the underneath if you think you know why. Kill Team. I'm gonna try to be nice. I don't care. We'll go through them real quick. At all for these models. They do nothing for me. I do kind of think it would be interesting to see a box of servitors with a bunch of different options. But and hey, there's some cheap tech priest for those Mechanicus players out there. And in terrain and other stuff. Is anyone hyped for this box? I'm not. Tell me why you are. I'd love to hear it. Let's move on to Chaos Ascends with new disappointments. I mean units. No, I meant what I said. We got not a Red Butcher, not a Chaos Lord, not a Chaos Lord and Terminator. It's an 8-bound Champions because they're just so dang popular. And, his inappropriate right arm has finally transformed to keep him from abusing roids and the internet. Well, let's move on. The cover, I would pay money for that guy, actually. Make that champion right there. Death Guard. They can't commit to skinny Death Guard at all. Nada. They got to put something lumpy or drippy and hangy off every one of these guys. I'm sure people are going to convert it. If it wasn't for the weird thing hanging off the chest and this dumbass backpack, I would think the model's all right. It'd be definitely a kind of closer to the older aesthetic Death Guard, and it would be a little bit different in consideration. I don't hate it, and I sure as hell don't see myself buying it. And then we got Battletech Gothic. I don't know how this Battletech release got snuck in here. Oh, wait a minute. Warhammer Community. Right. So, we don't want them to have the Horus Heresy stuff. So, we put Metalhead from Ninja Turtles in. And then mix Battletech on top. Okay. Just garbage. And then they sell you a bunch of kitschy garbage that, whatever. Gotta buy them all so you can make a disc with these little wedges. They're like cheesecake of disappointment. Moving on. Space Wolves. Now, they use a lot of what you'd expect. The Space Wolves. Oh boy. We got the Space Wolves right where Saga's worth of the Old Father. Whoopity-doo. Sons of Russ howling to the stars once more for a Armageddon party mix. My favorite. Look, the box says Space Wolves. Oh, how wonderful, brah. Look, brah, it's like a Space Wolves. And, factions that had to give up nothing. Johnny. So we got Blood Claws. They don't have the dumb ridge on their knees. They got disappointing bolt pistols. They're, they got the long boy beaky helm. Good for them. Wonderful. The best thing I'll give them is 1 point for the leader here. He looks pretty cool for what he is. Won't be buying it. Grey Hunters. They got the Ridgeback because they're intercessors. They're intercessors. They're just intercessors with a different gun. Did you know they're intercessors? Just in case you guys didn't know. Intercessors. Now, I do like one thing that they did. They did bring in some of the good old Angry Boy helmets. And we got bolt guns. Because bolt guns are actually scaled appropriate to your new Scale of Marines, you freaking morons. And I'm talking about the company, not the individuals. Bolt rifles are still dumb, stupid shit. Oh, well. Take whatever, when you can get. The Gray Hunter Intercessors. Fantastic. Now, I put it over here because the best part of this whole unit, in my opinion, is this guy's helmet. Which would actually be a better design for the Intercessor helmet overall, I think. With this little bit that comes down, kind of like the old Norse helmets and things like that. I think this would be a nice look for the plain, boring, basic bitch Intercessor look. Mark 10, or Mark X for extreme, brah. Then we got our Blade Guard. They're called something different, but they got their wolf dogs for, when they get nervous for traveling, you don't want your space wolves to be caught in a vehicle and they're going to be stressing out, so you get them a companion to keep them nice and calm. But they're just Blade Guard. They're Blade Guard. I don't care what they say. They're Blade Guard. Wolf Guard battle leader. He's gonna battle your leader guard. Realistically, not a bad model. I don't hate the pose. Tactical rock, tactical rock, tactical rock. Knee ridge. But those are me nitpicking. It's okay. Would I buy it? No. The best part about the Wolf Priest is the guy with the beard. He's fantastic. That head is gonna end up on so many conversions. Otherwise, bruh, it's the Loner Wolf. He's got his wolf coat with his wolf pelt, his wolf hood over his wolf mask, and he's got his wolf belt as he tells you about how he's a wolf, lone wolf. Whoa, danger, brah. Whatever, moving on. Anyways, yeah, I can't wait till they get, more troops will be marching for the frosty halls of Fenris, brah, before the Space Wolves are done. But that's another Sega for another day. Fuck off, GW. I'm not taking it super serious, but man, what a freaking spoiled ass faction. What a spoiled ass faction. They're like, okay, you could make the argument of like, oh, but hey, they'll pull back some of the normal stuff that they could get from the Space Marines. Bullshit. They're not doing that. They're not pulling any of it back. When I complained about that in the old days, the Space Marine line was bloated. Hey guys, wait till they get the Salamanders and freaking Imperial Fist entire releases. See how that's feeling after that. But hey, if you're a Space Wolf player, fantastic for you. Could you put a good word in with GW to stop calling things the year of and then completely screw over that faction as they hand things over to loyalist Space Marines? That'd be cool. That'd be great, man. I would love that. I mean, look, I'm not angry that you guys got something. I'm just like, why? Why? This could have been its own announcement after you got done kicking freaking Chaos and Grey Knights in the testicles with nothing but disappointment. And, well, let's top it with Legion Imperialis. I mean, Heresy Thursday. Yay. It is Knights for a Dead game. That is so exciting. Look, more Knights for a Dead game. Wow. Wow. That's just great. There's not anything potentially at all they could release for Horus Heresy, but let's get that in Legion Imperialis out there, because, yeah, Screw you guys. So what did you guys think of this release? It's a bit rambly. I know, I apologize, but did you guys like this? Did you think it was good? Do you think Games Workshop really needs to take a step back and not put Battletech Gothic in? No, that's my opinion. So if you made it this far, thank you. And then you can say Techno Wednesdays in the comments if you watched this far. I'm so sorry. But